Hello. Hello. Oh, there we go. Let's get you up a bit. Good evening. Hello, one and all. You're very welcome. Welcome to Nick's Pub Quiz for your Wicked Wednesday crew and anyone who is joining us. Hello, how are you? This is obviously, well, one of the few things to come good out of lockdown. Of course, what's another one? Not having to go into work and be with people that you don't like very much. So maybe that's another one of them. Cheers, everybody. Welcome along. Welcome one and all. I can see that Anne, Nick's Narnias are here, and Pam O'Grady. Hello from the O'Gradyators. Who else have we got? Welcome to newbies. Tony and Terry joining the Averys. Hello. Fiona's here, ready to do her secretarial duties, repeating questions and the like. Ali James, good evening, third member of Team Cottagecore, reporting for duty. If you're watching without the chat on and you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'm saying hi to people in the chat. Wicked Wednesday crew from Team JK. Hello to Claire Varga. Seems like yesterday. Bearded Frank Sinatra. Newton's Roadies, one of five are here. They better get a move on. Hello, Joe Goscombe. Cheers, everybody, anyway. How are you? Let's get quizzical here, -2. Hopefully we might have a few people coming along from the rugby family. Hello to everyone who might have come along to help with a bit of support, because tonight we are doing a little bit of a fundraiser once again. Now, I am aware that those of you that are my regular Nick's Pub Quiz crew, only as much as 4 weeks ago, raised a ridiculous amount of money for our Ukraine appeal. So I am very aware of, as I've said before, not wanting to continue to raid your pockets. But anything that anybody can spare tonight will be really welcome. So it'll be the usual place to deposit the funds, which is paypal.me/rugbymedia. And I will pass all of the funds on to Malachi Fekitoa, who is a professional rugby player playing for Wasps in the Gallagher Premiership here in England. He is also a man originally from Tonga. His family are still living there. And as many of you will know, in the middle of January, there was the underground earthquake volcano business that then sent a tsunami to the Pacific Islands, and Tonga was hit pretty badly. So Malachi set up his own fundraiser called All for Tonga, and it has raised, I think, up to £70,000 now. We are just going to sprinkle a little bit of Nick's Pub Quiz dust on that top figure as much as we possibly can. Just to give you a bit of detail on that, and an amazing player to boot. Yes, James, quite right. So just to give you a little bit of context to what's going on over there. They've still had lockdowns. Obviously, there have been lockdowns in New Zealand that have been some of the longest lasting, and particularly on the Pacific Islands as well. Because of the remote nature of them, any form of virus or disease can potentially spread and cause a real problem. So they tried to lock down different bits of it. Malachi has managed to use his funds to get containers worth of basic supplies, tinned foods, all that kind of stuff to take over there. Now, a couple of the containers are still waiting to get there, but because he's got friends and family on the islands, he's not waiting for the government, he's not waiting for other things. He's actually commandeering a few mates to get hold of their ships and bring stuff over. So this is the sort of stuff that we could directly affect by sending whatever funds we can to help accrue those bits and pieces. They're also sending stuff over to help the kids with their schooling and learning, because a lot of that's not been available. So we know there are tons of things happening all over the world. When I came back to do this little trio of events for Nick's Pub Quiz, I decided it would be nice just to see what good we can do. So you've been massively generous already with the Ukraine effort. So I'm not expecting us to get up to those heights, but if you can spare the price of a pint, glass of wine, whatever it is, drop it into the PayPal. Fiona can put the link on the chat for those that need it. It is in the description of the video. paypal.me/rugbymedia. Put in whatever you can. I'll ask you again a couple of times over the course of the quiz. And it would be great to send some funds over to Malachi Fekitoa and the All for Tonga appeal. Good. Well, welcome, everybody. We will do 40 general knowledge questions here. We'll do 20, then we'll have a little bit of a break, and then we'll go into a few more. We'll do the answers at halftime. The way this works is you put your team name at the top of whatever you're doing. Make one up, make sure you've got one, because at half-time we'll ask you what your scores are, and at full-time you can cheat if you like, but it's only your own time you're wasting. So do that. What else have we got to say? Yes, Fiona will be on standby in the chat for those that need questions to repeat. What was the answer to 17? Then I'm sure Fiona will be able to help with those. Yes, I hope everyone is well. I've just realised I only had highlight chat on, so I missed a few of you. Yes, hello, Catherine Parker, to Laura Avery, to Doug and Suze, to Susan, to Alec Meadows from the Lying Bits in the Wardrobe team, Span Clanabel, Alex just put in a stonking donation via the actual YouTube. Obviously, you can do it via the PayPal, as I've said. Laura, hello to our newbie, Sophie. Hello, Sophie. Lovely to have you here. Charles McGrotty says Fiona's rather wonderful. That's good to know. So that's basically how it will work. My beautiful assistant, Tom, will arrive at halftime with a cocktail. In fact, he's just arrived from having gone and done some very sporty running aroundy training things. He might come in and help himself to dinner in the background soon, because that's just how it works. So I think we're almost there. Anne-Marie's done a donation already. Well, that's very good of you. Thanks for the live quiz warm-up 2 weeks ago. Team Comfortably Done took first place. Excellent stuff. Now, yeah, you answer on pen and paper, whatever you've got. You can answer on your phone, however it works. The one thing we don't do is put any of the answers in the chat. Wrong answers only in the chat. And to ensure you don't put answers in the chat, well, our friend Nick made a song up.
Don't put your answers in the chat or you're a bit of a twat. It's Nick's Pub Quiz.
Yes, it is. Yes. So don't put the answers in the chat. I think that is fairly obvious. The jingle, says Texas. How are you? Nice to have you here. We have people tuning in from all over the world. Texas is probably skiving work in New York as we speak. That's how well committed to Nick's Pub Quiz everybody is. This one will be the last one for a little while. Great to have you all here. It's wonderful to have had so many people tuning in over the course of these 3 episodes. And I did ask the question the other day to myself, to my beautiful assistant, do we just go and do the live event again in August? Sort of same date, same time on. So would people be up for that? There's an idea. Okay, so answers at the top. And answers at the top? No, team name at the top. Otherwise, all your answers are going to be really squidged in together, aren't they? That won't make any sense. All right, so Vicky and Rob round the corner, tooting tipplers, yes to a live event, because the after show party is something to remember. Yes. Lots of people yesing and yesing. Good. I love the sound of that. Well, hopefully we might get more of you along to that. So I shall put some thought in. Texas already flew over from New York once. I'm not expecting that to happen again. But it was quite remarkable. You see, that's what the Nick's Pub Quiz crowd do. All right, I think it's time that we did a quiz. So before we do, I think we just need to take the Nick's Pub Quiz selfie. There were a few last time. More of you stepped up, which I loved, because we shared quite a few. I shared a few on my Instagram at Nick Heath Sport, and on Twitter as well. What I'll do now is strike a pose, and you gather round your smart TVs or your laptops or wherever we're watching, and then we all get to take a silly picture, and you post it with the hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz. It's that easy. So are you ready to gather around for our little picture? I should hope so. Here we go then. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Did we get it? I think it was a good one. Excellent. James says, for sure, the live quiz was great and a total vibe last time. Love the Bedford too. Hashtag Ballum forever. Excellent. Well, look, we shall see about that. I shall do some question asking, and we'll see if we can better our record of being one of the only events they've ever had there to sell out in about 24 hours. Go on, the crew. My beautiful assistant's back. Hi. He's got peanut butter in his mouth. Good. All right, team names at the top. Are we ready? Eyes down for a full house. Let's play Nick's Pub Quiz. That was loud, sorry. Yes, it is time. Question 1. Well, if you know anything about the old Nick's Pub Quiz, you know the sort of question I like to start with. So if you got hold of the theme, did you do a bit of homework? Because question 1 is, what is the capital of Tonga? Yes. What is the capital of Tonga? Did you anticipate that question, knowing that we're raising a few funds? There we are. People asking if there will be a starring role for Fiona. Maybe we'll just pit you next to Caroline and, you know, we can have a beautiful assistant secretary off. Sure, that's someone's fantasy somewhere. That was question 1. What's the capital of Tonga? Question number 2. Fiona. The 6 main stars of Friends appeared in all 236 episodes. Who is the next most regular other character to appear in the show? Simon says the after party, we missed that because of a train panic. We'll plan better this time. They've got rooms in the Bedford, they do. So that's question 2. The 6 main stars of Friends appeared in all 236 episodes. Who's the next most regular other character to appear in the show? That's question 2 of our last Nick's Pub quiz for a wee while. That's your question 2. Good morning from Tomorrowland. Gillian just made it. Hi, Gillian. And you're off, aren't you? You're off, so you can join us. Good. Had a go at that? Lovely rooms at the Bedford, say Starbright. Hopefully we'll get in there again. Don't go booking things before I've announced anything, because I don't want anyone coming to me going, you said you were doing it. I haven't said I'm doing it yet. You're all great, but just hold your horses. Good. Question 3. What is the... We might have had this before, but my beautiful assistant supplied it as a question, and I'm happy to have it again. Question 3. What is the correct name for the funny bone? What is the correct name for the funny bone? Cheers. Beautiful assistant in the chat. There he is. That's question 3. Now, I've just remembered, what I also need to say is that YouTube has been misbehaving recently. So there's nearly 100, I think there's been about 120 of us online so far. And last time we lost quite a few of you. If the stream goes down, which YouTube has been very naughtily doing, nothing to do with our side. If it goes down, stay on this bit, stay on this stream, and in the chat, my beautiful assistant, Tom, will put the link to any new one I have to start when I go, it's gone, I need to do a new one. And just all jump on once you see the link, and I'll wait a minute or two, and then hopefully we carry on. I'm hoping it won't happen. It didn't happen for 2 years worth of quizzing, yet it's happened the last 2 times. So I don't know what's going on. But if that happens, which I'm scared it will, then follow the new link, stay here, wait for the new link in the chat, and away we go. And if you can't get the link in the chat, maybe someone can put it also on the Wicked Wednesday group once it appears. You'll all work together, I'm sure, but let's hope we don't need it. Question 4. Which biblical character was known for his prodigious strength that he derived from his uncut hair? Yes, which biblical character was known for his prodigious strength that he derived from his uncut hair? Fiona will pop it in the FB group, Facebook group, if we need it. Wicked Wednesday Crew is the name of that group. Don't imagine there are many other groups on Facebook called that. That's question 4. Biblical character known for his prodigious strength that he derived from his uncut hair. Edmund is strong with the wrong answers only in the chat. Tom Jones. Huh! Think about a dance now. I'm just like Tom Jones, I think you'll have noticed. Clue shares the same name as my cat. Popular name for a pet. Question 5. Why have we not got Wicked Wednesday Crew merch? Oh, don't start that. Question 5. That wasn't question 5. Question 5. A queen bee lives on average for how long? Multiple choice for you here. A queen bee lives on average for how long? A, 1 to 2 days. B, 1 to 2 months. Or C, 1 to 2 years. So a queen bee lives on average for how long? A, 1 to 2 days. B, 1 to 2 months. Or C, 1 to 2 years. Got a slightly new round coming up for you next. I know. Don't you get treated? A, B or C then, on the old Queen Bee. Good. Right. I now, questions 6 to 10 are 5 logos, which I'm going to bring up with my digital display board. So technically advanced here, aren't we? Those are 5 logos. And as you can see, we had A, B, C, D, E, and then we needed them numbered. And I'm not printing it out again. I'm just not. So, you can see they're numbered 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop moving it about. Yeah, I know. What are those logos? What is 6? What is 7 for question 7? What is 8? What is 9? And what is 10? Those are your 5 logos. I will hold them up for a short time. And someone who just arrives on the live stream now will be like, what's going on? I've just got some bloke holding up a clipboard and what looks like a grey goose and a hog log. Well, you'd be quite right. Hi. So those are the logos. Shall I bring them a little closer? A little closer. There we are. Our colour printer's not done a bad job, has it? It's all right. HP Tango, if you're asking. Yeah. Wireless jobby. So those are the logos. I'll give you about another 30 seconds on these. Yeah, Fiona can't repeat these in the chat, obviously. What are you making of these? All right. Last 10 seconds then. Okay, logos are going bye-bye now. Well done. Good luck. Hope you've done all right on those. Good. All right. Those are the logos. How well have you done on those? We shall find out very shortly. Question 11. The Chennai Super Kings are a team in which sport? The Chennai Super Kings sound like cigarettes to me. Anyway, the Chennai Super Kings are a team in which sport? You got a packet of the Chennai Super Kings. Thanks, love. The Chennai Super Kings are a team in which sport? That was question 11. How's your pasta bake looking? Is it crisped up enough? It's been very good today. Prepped us a pasta bake. Question, did we have that last time? I think we did. It's next pub quiz dinner. Question 12. Welsh rugby star Talupe Faletau is originally from Tonga. But what English name did he adopt to make it easier for people to say his name? Was it A, Luke, B, Peter, or C, Toby? So that's question 12. Welsh rugby star Talupe Faletau is originally from Tonga. What English name did he adopt to make it easier for people to say his name? A, Luke, B, Peter, or C, Toby? Now, rugby fans will find that probably very easy, and the rest of you can have a good stab. But that's question 12. Okay, that's question 12 then. Question 13. Which is the most populated state in the USA? Which is the most populated state in the USA? Another one from my beautiful assistant's preparations there. It's question 13. Now, question 14 and question 15 and question 16 are our spelling bee questions. So Fiona can't help you in the chat because that would be a bit bleeding obvious now, wouldn't it? You're going to get 3 words from me. Question 14, 15 and 16. Spell those words correctly, please. 14, the word is chassis, as in a car. Chassis. Question 14, spelling bee question. Chassis. Spell that for me. Thank you very much. And then 15 will be pseudonym. Question 15, pseudonym. And then 16 will be antiperspirant. So spell those words. 14, chassis. 15, pseudonym. 16, antiperspirant. Doing all right with those? Good. All right, question 17. The mango lassies have just arrived. Late, we'll do the numbers in part 2. Fine. Good. Question 17. 26 knots is equivalent in miles per hour to what speed? Multiple choice for you here. A, 20 miles an hour. B, 30 miles an hour. C, 40 miles an hour. So 26 knots, question 17, is equivalent to miles per hour to what speed? A, 20 miles per hour. B, 30 miles per hour. C, 40 miles per hour. Any of you doing the cocktail? Did any of you spot that in the email? We got it out yesterday. Like old times, organised, weren't we? Yes, I've got a Spring Has Sprung cocktail, a new one. Very exciting. Blood orange and all sorts. Good. That joke, Gav, is always excellent. For anyone who... was there a... No. Can we get that in metric? No, Shona. Sorry. We'll move on to question 18. What is the Roman numeral for 500? What is the Roman numeral for 500? Roman numeral 500, please, for question 18. Typing the quiz answers into Microsoft Word and it auto-corrected my spelling of the words. Well, you win some, you win some. That was question 18, Roman numeral for 500. Question 19. The Khao San Road can be found in which city? The Khao San Road can be found in which city? Giving you multiple choice here as well. A, Shanghai. B, Bangkok. C, Kuala Lumpur. So the Khao San Road can be found in which city? A, Shanghai. B, Bangkok. C, Kuala Lumpur. And question 20. 20. Who is the author of the books The Shining and The Green Mile? Question 20. Who is the author of the books The Shining and The Green Mile? Shining and The Green Mile. Question 20. Who is the author there? Well, we got through the first half without being interrupted. Touch wood. Do I still do birthday shout-outs, Tatiana? 1 or 2? Go on then. Go on then, make it quick. Let's just at least say those are the first 20 questions of your next pub quiz. At the very least. Yes, good. Woohoo! Say Doug and Suze. No doubt, mainly Suze. Nadia is turning 19 today, Tatiana tells me. Well, happy birthday, Nadia. Nadia, I nearly got the Tatiana. Sure. Happy birthday, Nadia. Welcome to 19. Hope you're having a lovely time. Right, it is time to have a little review, check that you've put everything where you're meant to, and we can do some answers. But before we do, a little reminder that we are here raising money for the All for Tonga appeal. Malachi Fekitoa is a man who plays professional rugby for Wasps here in the Gallagher Premiership in England. He was also originally from Tonga. His mother is still over there, and they were all affected by the tsunami caused by the underground volcano that happened in January. We are just helping what has already been a brilliant fundraising effort by those people within rugby and connected to Malachi, raising £70,000. We are going to do our best to sprinkle a bit of Nick's Pub Quiz magic on top of that amount. You all did an amazing job a few weeks ago raising money for Ukraine. I'm not expecting you to be as crazy generous on that because I know we all need food and drink ourselves. But whatever you can afford, price of a beer, price of a glass of wine, whatever it is, drop it into paypal.me/rugbymedia. The link is in the description of this video. I would love to send over Malachi a decent bit of fundage. He is recruiting people to sail ships over to the islands. He's from quite a small island himself. So this will make a real palpable, direct difference. Thank you very much for anything you can afford. Very grateful. All right, let's do the answers then, shall we? Question 1, what is the capital of Tonga? Which is probably not one on the international list that many people are familiar with, I imagine. But if you guessed it might be coming, maybe you did your homework. It is Nuku'alofa. Nuku'alofa. So that is Nuku with an apostrophe Alofa. I don't need the spelling to be accurate. If you got something representing Nuku'alofa, then I'll give you a mark. All right, question 2. The 6 main stars of Friends appeared in 236 episodes. Who is the next most regular? It's Gunther. Gunther, the answer you wanted to question 2. Hopefully not too tricky, that one. Question 3. What's the correct name for the funny bone? Humorous. Yes, humorous indeed. Question number 3, the answer there. Question 4. Which biblical character was known for his prodigious strength that derived from his uncut hair? It's Samson. Samson. Catherine Parker's got a cat called Samson, but the answer to our question is also Samson. Question 5. A queen bee lives on average for how long? I mean, she works a long enough shift. The answer was C, 1 to 2 years. C, 1 to 2 years. Yes, and indeed, R.I.P. Gunther. Quite. The actor, of course. So those were the first 5 questions. Then we got to the logos. How did you do on these? Let me get them the right way round, first of all. There we are. So we had for question 6, it is, of course, TikTok, who are sponsors of the Women's Six Nations here. Question 7, the one down in the middle, that is Malibu. Well done, everyone who had some coconutty memories. So Malibu for question 7. 8, the box up here is the National Geographic. National Geographic is 8. 9, did that cause you a few problems? Thinking sort of fashion and some naughty things. Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret is 9. And then 10, Wikipedia. 10 down there is Wikipedia. Well done, everyone. No, the Islanders was not Kiora. The little palm trees was not Kiora. So TikTok, Malibu, National Geographic, Victoria's Secret, and Wikipedia. 11 then, the Chennai Super Kings, not cigarettes, obviously. They are a cricket team. Cricket was the answer I wanted. I didn't need any variation on cricket. That will do for me. Cricket for 11. Question 12, Talupe Falatau, for a while, was happy to be known as C. Toby. Toby Falatau. But of course, he should be going by the name he was given, and Talupe is hardly hard I'm just doing a quiz. Question 13. Which is the most populated state in the USA? Reliably told, it's California with 39 million. California. Right, now onto the spelling bees. Listen carefully. 14, the word I was after was chassis, and the spelling CHASSIS. CHASSIS. Well done if you got that. 15, pseudonym. Yes, that silent P, pseudonym. So it is PSEUDONYM. That is PSEUDONYM for pseudonym. And then 16, your spelling bee, antiperspirant, ANTIPERSPIRANT. So antiperspirant, ANTIPERSPIRANT. Those are the 3 spelling bees. Hope you got 3 out of 3. Well done. 17, 26 knots is equivalent to B, 30 miles an hour. B, well done if you got that. B was the answer to question 17. 18, the Roman numeral for 500 is D. You want D. That represents 500 in Roman numerals. 19, the Khao San Road can be found in which city? Well, B, Bangkok is the answer I wanted. Yes, B, Bangkok for 19. And then 20, who is the author of the books The Shining and The Green Mile? Stephen King. Stephen King. And he wrote, you know, the Shawshank Redemption as well. I mean, just ridiculously talented man. Those are your answers for your first half of Nick's Pub Quiz. How did you do? How did you do? The Tooting Templars are record-breaking for our score of 18. Get in. Laura Avery with a 12. Team Carol Baskin with 14. Nick's Narnias with 19. Gavin McGee, 18. The first half music says Texas. Robin McKenzie with a 15. Hey Robin, 16 for Carol Henderson. Gradiators with 16. COVID crew here, me and the 9-year-old, 17 out of 20. Good effort. Team Bronny's 18. Ali James, 14. A measly 11 out of 10, says Jackson. Maybe 20. Nicole Meyer, what was 17? I missed it. Oh, 17. The answer? 30 miles an hour. If you needed the question, that was a long time ago. Jackie and the Blood Clots got 18. Kath Parker got 18. Without my family helping me, 18 for the Village Idiots. 16. Bloody hell, say the Sinclairs from Newcastle. 20 out of 20. For Claire Varga, Team Monty, the Mustachioed Cat, and that's them. An acceptable 15 for Team Span Clanabel. 18 for Maslow's Hierarchy of Nerds. 17 for Angela Harrison. 19 for Gillian Nichols. 12 on the solo effort from Beard of Frank Sinatra. Newton's Roadies, 18. Susan with an 11. My sister all by herself with 16. Very good. 15 for Team JK. Quite happy with our usual 13 out of 20. Slow and steady, 16 from Team Home Aloners. I quite like the self-commentary. A slow and steady. Team Rainbow Nottingham, 17. 17 would have been 19. Well, it would have been 20 if you'd have been really clever. What else have we got? 16 with Kat Laskowski. Good. 14, thanks for always putting that as phonetically. It's amazing what the brain does between the brain cells and the mouth sometimes. You've long witnessed that on Nick's Pub Quiz. 14 without my partner, says Suze. Dennis Beckett with an 11. Nicole with a 14. Oops, out of 20. Yes, Jonathan, we worked that out. 16 for the Cornish Inquisition. Well, plenty of you submitting your scores. Anyway, well done. The average a little higher this week. I did listen. I think you were all a bit unhappy with me last week, weren't you? Hard questions, but good. Glad you're doing better. Janie Kucharik, 16 for the dog eggs. Good. Right. Have you nipped over to paypal.me/rugbymedia and dropped a few quid in for our Tonga appeal? If you can afford it, that would be great. A fiver, $5, 5 of whatever you have. Drop that in and we'd be most appreciative. If you can afford a few more, bonza. If anyone says that. Yeah, we would love a few funds if you can possibly spare it, as we hope to send Malachi these funds, add them to what he's already raised, so that we can be directly responsible for sending more school supplies to some of the kids that haven't been able to go to school out in the islands in Tonga, to also get them some basic supplies to the families as well. Tinned goods, food, all that kind of stuff. So, thank you for your generosity. Well done. And we are very, very grateful. There you go. Jackie says £10. Sorry, it's not more. £10 is brilliant. Imagine if everyone did £10. We'd have 1,380 quid. That would be amazing. So, well done. Thank you for those who are donating. I know cost of everything seems to be going up at the minute. So I am very, very grateful, as I know is Malachi. While my beautiful assistant quietly plums away at my Spring Has Sprung cocktail, I'm very excited for this, I've not tried it, then I think we can probably crack on with the second half of a certain Nick's Pub quiz. Shall we? Let's do it. Oh. Starbright, is that whale a new painting? No, been there a while. And I think we just, Fiona said, there was the ice. I love the fact people hear the cocktail being made. Very good. Yes, it's all happening out of shot over there. So, are we ready then? Second half? Just going to adjust my cushion. Good. Right, we're going to start with some opposites for the second half. We know how much we love them. These are TV shows, once more, TV shows. So I'm going to say a clue, you're going to reverse it, and come to the title of a TV show. Sorry, my G&T is just a little up there. This is how this will work. Questions 21 to 25 are opposites TV shows. So you'll be able to work them out, perhaps even if you don't know the show. A couple of them, not strictly opposite, but you'll know what we mean. You'll be fine with it. Question 21. 9 hands over. 9 hands over. If you're thinking what's the opposite of 9, well, just, yeah. 9 hands over. By the time you've got the second bit, fine. It's our own license. We're happy with it. Here comes the shake. Oh. It means good times are coming, right, Matt? I mean, so that was 9 hands over, 21. Opposite TV show for 22. I like this. Baked potato. Another bit of license on this one. 22, baked potato. Yeah. You have to say baked potato in those words, in that way, by the way. Baked potato. All right. 23, you can write these clues down while you're working them out. 23, BOOS, booze. Not booze, but booze. Booze. What's the opposite? Booze. BOOS. Not booze, but booze. What's the opposite of that? TV show. Sitcom. 24, The Bronze Boys. You know what we mean. The Bronze Boys. Work that one out. And 25. These are two words that become one title. Near stop. 25, near stop. That goes into one title word. Ooh. Near stop is 25. Good, so just those clues again from 21 to 25. 9 hands over, baked potato, booze, BOOS, The Bronze Boys, and near stop. Good, we'll crack on. Question 26, hope you enjoyed those. Question 26, which South American country gained independence from Spain in 1821? I've got some options for you. We'll be all right. A, Chile. B, Venezuela. Or C, Peru. So that's question 26. Which South American country gained independence from Spain in 1821? A, Chile. B, Venezuela. C, Peru. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my beautiful assistant. Say hello to Tom, everybody. Hello. This looks a nice colour. Quite excited by this. Have any of you gone for a Spring Has Sprung? I haven't seen many of you mention that you have, but hey, we've got one here. Please, please bring it through. Oh, there it is. Hey Tom, hello hand. Hi Tom, says everybody. Thank you very much. That is beautiful. Bit of blood orange there. Some pomegranate bits that are going to get stuck in my teeth. Yeah, good. Just like the picture yesterday, says Fiona, isn't it? It's like he's just lifted it out. Sorry? No, I'll be all right with that straw, because those will only get stuck in it. Let's give this a try then, shall we? Actually, I've double parked, so let's say thanks very much. That didn't last long. We love Tom's cocktails, says Julian Manning. So, dirty M&S tin of mojito for me. Never change, Claire. Right. Oh, that is very drinkable. Very refreshing. Refreshing and boozy, my favourite combo. Oh, it's lovely. You don't often get pomegranate juice, do you? It's a nice... Oh, that's very good. Very good. Retro chat asking, appreciate you might not know, Andy, but when will the quiz be back after this, roughly? Been an enjoyable 3 shows. Well, I haven't got a date, other than we're mulling over doing a live one again. We suggested it earlier, Andy, I don't know if you were here, suggested it. There seemed to be some suggestion of a take-up for that. Yeah, that'll... If that happens, I'll put it on the email and I'll put warnings on the Facebook and my social channels, you know, a couple of days before we're doing tickets, if we're doing it. I need to think, I need to check dates, I need to... If the stars align, you'll be the first to know. But yeah, no plans for some during the summer at present, but I'm delighted you've been enjoying them. It's been lovely to get back with everybody. So we were on question 26. Let's move to 27. Definitely Maybe, released in 1994, was the debut album of which British band? That's question 27. Definitely Maybe, released in 1994, was the debut album of which British band? Fistral says, I tried the gin sour with the chickpea juice in it for the first time last weekend, and it's gorgeous. Aquafaba, as it's known, yes. Can't enjoy saying that word. It's a good one, Aquafaba. Kate, that cocktail looks blooming lush. No booze during the week for Team JK. New rule, is it? There we are. But honestly, it's on the email from this week. Get into this. That is Gert Lush. Very lovely in West Country, that. So that was 27. Definitely Maybe, released in 94, was the debut album of which British band? Okay, rules equal fun sponges. I like that. All right, 28. Question 28. Think Different was an advertising slogan between 1997 and 2002 for which US tech company? So that's question 28. Think Different was an advertising slogan for 5 years between 1997 and 2002 for which US tech company? I mean, it's sort of how many US tech companies are. No, I know, but you know. So that was question 28. Say bye to Tom, everybody. He's off to go back and join the fam. Hi, fam. Nice to see you at Easter. Oh, he's made himself a little one as well, a little booze-free option using the cedars, was it? Yeah. Oh, might have heard him. Yeah, it's delicious. The old Fever Tree Italian blood orange stuff is lovely. I love this. You all say bye to him on here and then he goes on the chat and then he can talk back to you. It's like the upside down. It's like he goes out of here and then appears on here. Question 29. Shall I keep going? Question 29. Which famous film character said these words? Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Didn't say it in my silly accent, but 29. Which famous film character said the words snakes? Why did it have to be snakes? That's your question 29. PayPal.me/rugbymedia. Jump on there, give a few quid. I'd love you forever. Just a little bit. Even if it's £2, £1.50, $2, whatever, €1. Go for your life. All adds up, doesn't it? Oh, that's really good. I want 7 of those. Question 30. Question 30. Zanzibar is an island off which African country? Question 30. Zanzibar is an island off which African country? I'm not going to cook it, but I'll order it from Zanzibar. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get my dits out. I am. You can't stop me. I don't care what you're saying. I have got 2 beautiful dits for you, and I am gonna just get them out. Good. It's a great song. Not for everyone though, Starbright, obviously. Yes, we have ditloids now for you. Ditloids indeed. There are 2 clues coming your way. If you don't know what a ditloid is, a clue could be 18H on a GC. You would very cleverly go 18 holes on a golf course. That kind of thing, a phrase, an idiom, but this time it's going to be film titles. Yes, film titles. So, I can't remember whether we've had one of these before. If we have, I've been doing a million of these. I can't remember. So, you know, whatever. Here are your 2 ditloid clues then. The first one. LS and 2SB. LS and 2SB. And the other clue. 1FOVCN. So, those clues once more. Fiona's putting them in the chat excellently. First one, LS and 2SB. And the other one, 1FOVCN. Well, Andy, you'll have to be quick. You will indeed. I'd like people who missed out last time to be able to go, but I also don't want to deny people that came last time and were quick off the mark to support to miss out either. So it's really tricky. Yeah, I can't really do a priority version, I don't think. But yeah, we'll find a way. We will find a way. Hopefully so. All right, those are your 2 ditloids. I'm glad you've enjoyed my majestic dits. And we will find out the answer to those very shortly. We now move on to our language ones. Well, it felt appropriate to select the word island. Island. Obviously with our Tonga Fundraiser. So these are words for island. ISLAND, obviously. Good dits, says Catherine. Thanks. Made them myself. These are, yes, 5 words in other languages for island. You can see the languages up the top. You simply have to match the word. So I'm not going to pronounce any of them. You can just have a look at them, say them how you like them. But the languages are, they are mixed up, but they are a mix of Polish, Filipino, Czech, German, and Hungarian. Match the language to the number and the one you see, and we'll all be tickety-boo. Obviously, this one is a little bit of a cheeky one, because if you get one wrong, you're probably getting more than one wrong. But these are the word for island in 5 different languages: Polish, Filipino, Czech, German, and Hungarian. I want you to tell me which one is which. Tricky, this one, isn't it, I think? Laura wants a clue for the first ditloid. Anyone else need a clue for the first ditloid? That's a bit bleeding obvious, Edmund. I was going to say Cockneys. probably the same clue ultimately, isn't it? Cockneys. Anyway. Is 34 a chocolate? I know. Whisper. Just another few seconds on these then. Hopefully you are almost there. Any last decisions? No, switch those two around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Hopefully you've done those very well. Right, how quickly it passes. We are at question 37 and we are on Name the Years. Some of you love it, some of you hate it. Once again, these are all consecutive decades. Doesn't mean they're exactly 10 years apart, but they are from consecutive decades, which may help you a little. So I am going to name 3 songs and artists for questions 37, 38 and 39. You are going to tell me what year those songs were released. So 37, Never Gonna Give You Up, Rick Astley. What is the year of release? Question 37 for Never Gonna Give You Up, Rick Astley. Then 38 is going to be Save Tonight by Eagle Eye Cherry. We had a Nana Cherry mention a few weeks ago, but we're now on Eagle Eye Cherry. Save Tonight, what year is that? From Eagle Eye Cherry. And 39 will be You're Beautiful, James Blunt. What year was that released? They are consecutive decades, I repeat. So name the year. 37, Never Gonna Give You Up, Rick Astley. Excuse me. 38, Save Tonight, Eagle Eye Cherry. 39, You're Beautiful, James Blunt. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Mark, no, I'm happy giving small adjunctions, like adjunctives, like ands and these. So it was 1 FOVCN. Good. Now you will get half a mark if you're a year out. And you might get a Ken Bruce 1 year out t-shirt. Very good, very good. Boss-eyed Cherry. Is that what they called him? Brilliant. And how soon we have come to the lyrics question. Now this is a song that came out in October 2011. This for question 40. I'm going to want the name of the song. The reason I've chosen that month is because it is the same month that Tonga beat France in the Rugby World Cup in New Zealand, one of their big Rugby World Cup results. So the lyrics for the song I'm after from 2011 are as follows. Yellow diamonds in the light. Now we're standing side by side. As your shadow crosses mine, what it takes to come alive. I love reading these with as little similarity to the original as possible, just to upset you. Let's go again then. The lyrics for question 40. Yellow diamonds in the light. Now we're standing side by side. As your shadow crosses mine, what it takes to come alive. What's the title of the song, please? The artist for a pat on the back. October 2011, same month Tonga beat France in the Rugby World Cup in New Zealand. A month before, I came home and met my beautiful assistant. For the first time. Ah, yes, Mark, sorry that you misunderstood or misheard, or that I mispronounced. So, all being well, those are all the questions for your full next pub quiz. So just to check, well, it seemed Susan heard V as well. So the second ditloid was 1FO, the, and I said V. Oh, Fiona said V, sorry. Well, some of you obviously heard it as well. 1FO, the, anyway, the, CN. 1FO, the CN is that one. So, has that helped? A few of you got a chance now? Yeah, I'll just give you another few seconds on that. There we are. Fiona's popped it on the chat for those that need it. All right, let us move to the answers for the opposites. Unlucky Fiona, my pronunciation. No doubt. So let's move to the opposites. Question 21. 9 hands over. Well, 9. It's not the opposite of 9, is it? But if the 9 is just switched around, then it becomes 6 feet under. 9 hands over, 6 feet under. Yeah, I'm sure most of you got that. Baked potato. What do you get if you're opposite of baked potato? It's not chips. That was my guess earlier. We want the answer on the card. Mash. So that's what we've gone with. Mash is the answer to question 22. Question 23. Booze. Cheers. Yay. Hopefully you got cheers for question 23. What a series. 24. The Bronze Boys. Again, bronze is probably not the opposite of gold, but you knew what we meant. The Golden Girls. The Bronze Boys. The Golden Girls. 25, near stop, Fargo, near stop, Fargo, 25. Either potato-based TV show would do. Well, we wanted mash, I'm afraid, so if you put chips, you've just liked chips too much, I'm afraid. Right, Claire says, I'd have been very upset if I got a potato question wrong. I am a fan of potatoes in all their forms. Maybe it's my Irish blood, who knows. We had fresh meat as opposed to baked potato. Oh, that's cheeky. I like your thinking, but no point. All right, then away from the opposites. 26, South American country gained independence from Spain in 1821. The answer I wanted was C, Peru, where Paddington comes from, of course. Deepest Peru. C, Peru, the answer to 26. 27, Definitely Maybe, released in 1994, was the debut album of which British band? Yes, Oasis. Oasis, the right answer there. 28, Think Different was an advertising slogan for Apple. It was Apple's advertising slogan. Did many of you remember that? Did you just guess at a US tech company around that era and go, good, that's given me a point. Question 29, the film character that says snakes, why did it have to be snakes? It's Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is the answer we wanted for question 29. Question 30, Zanzibar is an island off which African country? How is your geography there? The answer we were after is Tanzania. Tanzania for question 30. Tanzania. That's what the sun does. Tanzania. No. Now we're on to the ditloids. Let me get out my dits once more for you. So, films, and in some cases books. LS and 2SB. Edwin put in the chat a clue could be Guy Ritchie. I said Cockneys. It is Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Well done if you got that. And then 1FO, the CN. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So there we go. Well done if you got two. I think I heard my beautiful assistant just guess Lock, Stock just before I read it out. So well done if you did. All right, now we're on to the languages. So how well did you do on these? Let me just bring those up for you to check. So 32 is Hungarian. 32 is Hungarian. 33 is German. German is 33. 34 is Polish. I'm guessing it's Wyspa, something like that. Anyway, 34 is Polish. 35 is Czech. Ostrov is Czech. And 36 is Filipino. Filipino. I'm hearing glorious cheers next door. So 32 Hungarian, 33 German, 34 Polish, 35 Czech, 36 Filipino. Hearing that's making me hear how much you guys must cheer when you're like, yes, I've got them all. Well done if you got all 5 right. James did. Team Carol Baskin, all 5 wrong. First time ever. Well done, Tommy. Good. All right, we're now on to name the years. Never going to give you up, Rick Astley. 19. I mean, these are where you want the decades to be in line at least. 1987. Oh, did you get 87? A lot of 5s out of 5 on the languages. Well done if you did. If you put 86 or 88, give yourself a half point. That's allowed. So 87 with Rick Astley, never going to give you up. Then Save Tonight, Eagle Eye Cherry. Any guesses? 1997. Exactly 10 years on, actually. 97 for Save Tonight, Eagle Eye Cherry. And then 39, You're Beautiful, James Blunt. You're beautiful. You're Beautiful, James Blunt. 2005. 2005, if you said 4 or 6, give yourself a half mark. Well done. All right, now we are on to the final one. Yes, song released the same month that Tonga beat France in the Rugby World Cup, because we are raising funds tonight for Malachi Fekitoa's All for Tonga appeal. They had that dreadful tsunami in the middle of January. Some of the supplies are still waiting to get there because of COVID and various lockdowns in that part of the world. But Malachi is also working on a few personal collections to get some stuff to families and people on the smaller islands that are in need. Some of those basic supplies and bits and pieces, also things to get the kids what they need for schooling and learning, because some of the schools haven't been active as well. So if you could spare an extra couple of quid before I give us our final answer, or just after, I'd be super grateful. Into paypal.me/rugbymedia. The description is in the video. Thank you so much for your generosity. The answer, yellow diamonds in the light. Yeah, it was not sung by Heather Small, but it is We Found Love by Rihanna. We Found Love was the answer I wanted. We Found Love. If you put Rihanna, give yourself a pat on the back. Those are the answers for our last little Nick's Pub quiz in a while. How did you do? How did you do? 23, appalling, says the beard of Frank Sinatra. The music, we did a bit rubbish, 24.5, a bit rubbish, 24.5. So everyone who got 24.5 thinks they did a bit rubbish. Laura's got 14. 31 for Nicole Meyer, very nice. Team Rainbow Nottingham with a 32, very good too. The O'Gradiators with 30.5. So we're all around about the same place. Carol Henderson, 32.5. 26.5 for Doug and Suze. 32.5 for Tom. It all matters when you get those 5, doesn't it? Gav McGee, 34. 26.5, slightly less appalling, Doug and Suze. 37, Maslow's Hierarchy of Nerds. 32.5 for the Tooting Tipplers. Another good effort. Much better than last week for James with 32. Susan, 21 out of 40. Still enjoyed it. Good, that's all it's about. 34 out of 41 for the Spermologers on holes in Granada tonight. Have another cerveza. Excellent. 23 for Dennis Beckett, 27 for Robin on his own. Strong. That's a good education for you. Let's get quizzical -2, 29.5. Christ on a bike, we only went and got 33. Time for another drink. 37 out of 40 for Gillian Nichols. That was worth waking up in Tomorrowland for. Then 30.5 for Alec Meadows. Oh my God, a full house. Claire Varga, a full house. I mean, ridiculous. Ridiculous. A passable 28.5, gradually improving, says Sue Spanton. I'm sorry you've improved to this point, and now I'm going to go away for a bit. But anyway, Pauline Birch, 22 out of 40, the Hucknall 2, not good, but fun. That's good. COVID Crew, 31 overall, 35.5 for Joe Goscombe, 36, pretty happy going head-to-head with Von. Tense. Like it, Catherine. 33 for the Dog Eggs, would have been embarrassing to get the languages wrong. Then we had Nick and Kat. 29 poor second half. Sorry to hear that. 32 for the team Home Alone as Amanda. Blood, Sweat and Tears, 32. 30 for Cottage Core. Oh, Catherine's beaten my sister. Siobhan got 31. Thank you for playing. 29.5 for the Cornish Inquisition. Back to the 80s for me, says Charles. 20 out of 40. And thank you, Starbright. Thank you for your appreciation. Excited at the prospect of another live quiz. Will be there. Well, that's lovely. Team Carol Baskin have just donated, and maybe you might as well. Now, I've just realised I've got me iPad here, so I can probably just check in and find out what we've raised, because that would be nice to know, wouldn't it, before we all disappear. So bear with me, because I'm taking a good long while over this. So stand by a moment, caller, while I just log in to the thing. La 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 la. This is my hold music. Do, 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 do. Is that the right password? Oh, we're in. I'm not a robot. No. Now I've got to tell them what traffic lights are. I think I've done a few of those. Good. Yes, the drum is rolling. Fiona's doing a lot of drum rolling. I've got to receive a text to authentic. It's not going to work, is it? Unless it suitably comes up there and I can check it and then get back to you. It's going to come up on the phone that's streaming. Can I do that? Will I lose you? Let's see. Good. I mean, it's nice to know, isn't it? So I'm hoping that we can all, stick around and find out how much we've got. Oh, right. Touch ID. Yeah, good. Jeepers. I am very pleased to say, fantastic, that we have raised a very, very solid £583. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very, very much, everybody, because extraordinary generosity, 4 weeks ago when we did our Ukraine fundraiser, and to go and get a sixth of that again tonight, with all of you giving just what you can, I'm really, really pleased with. And look, we're going to be able to give that money, and no doubt a few more people will do the quiz over the next few days, and they can drop a bit more in. So we'll pass the 600 mark, because that's only another 17 quid. I'll put in the money myself. We'll see what else that we can get to for Malachi Fekitoa and his All for Tonga appeal. So thank you so much, everybody. Really grateful. Katie says, thank you for the quizzes, Nick. We've really enjoyed them and it's good to be back. Look forward to a possible live one from Let's Get Quizzical. Well, it's been brilliant as well for me to just be back with all of you guys, because you are so warm. It comes across through the chat and the various messages you leave or replies to emails and stuff that you send. It's very nice for me to get that connection with all of you as well. So you're all there, even though I might just talk to my phone. I can picture you all. Some of you are wearing clothes too. On that smutty note, I'm going to say thank you very much, everybody. It's been lovely, and I look forward to hopefully updating you maybe with some news of a potential little live sojourn to the Bedford. Let's hope that we can maybe pull something like that off. In the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your spring, winter, wherever you're going in the world, whichever side of it you are, and summer, if it's relevant to you in the UK, where most of us are. We will reconvene, team. It won't feel that long. Have a wonderful time, and keep in touch. Facebook page, Wicked Wednesday Crew, if you're on it. We look forward to catching up soon. Cheers all, take care. Thanks for your generosity once again. Ta-ta for now. Pomegranate's nice.